Young man, are you here about my old Buick?
Yes, sir. I heard you might be selling it.
I need the money for my hospital bills this month.
Sir, don't take 2,000 until I check it.
I thought that was all this old car was worth.
Then let me clean it first and show its real value.
This Buick Centurion was not sitting in Walter's garage because he stopped caring about cars. It was sitting there because the man who spent his life fixing engines could no longer fix what was happening to his own body. I met Walter in a small Midwest town, standing at the edge of his dark garage in a hospital gown, blue socks, glasses, and a wooden cane in one hand. His other hand rested on the dusty hood of an old Buick Centurion, almost like he was holding onto the last piece of the life he used to know. Walter was 84 years old, a retired master mechanic who had once worked as a Buick dealership technician before opening his own small-town garage. For more than 40 years, people trusted him with their cars, their work trucks, and their family vehicles. He could hear a rough idle and know what was wrong before most people even opened the hood. But now illness had taken his strength, hospital visits had drained his savings, and medical bills were arriving faster than he could pay them. The Buick had been sitting for nearly 30 years, covered in dust, leaves, and garage grime. To a scrap beer, it looked like an old car no one wanted. To Walter, it was proof that he used to be capable, steady, and proud. A man had offered him only $2,000 for it, and Walter almost accepted because he truly did not know it could be worth more. He looked at me and said, "I thought that was all this old car was worth." That hit hard, because he was not just talking about the Buick. He was talking about himself after years of sickness. I told him not to take that offer until I checked it properly. Under the dirt, the Centurion still had strong bones, original character, and the kind of presence classic Buick people still respect. We began carefully, washing away decades of dust, clearing the leaves, cleaning the glass, bringing back the chrome, detailing the interior, checking the engine bay, and restoring the dignity hidden under all that grime. Walter watched quietly with his cane, and at first he looked embarrassed that the car had fallen so far. But as the Buick started to shine again, his face changed. He began telling me stories from his old garage days, about customers who became friends, engines he rebuilt, and the pride he felt when a car left his shop running right. After the deep cleaning and proper presentation, the Centurion was no longer a $2,000 scrap deal. It became a classic Buick with a story, a car cared for by a man who had spent his whole life caring for machines. A beer reached out who understood old American cars and respected Walter's history. He paid a fair price, enough to clear Walter's medical bills and give him breathing room again. When the Buick rolled out of the garage, Walter stood with his cane and watched